Hey all, welcome back to the channel. It is another beautiful day here in Washington State. It is Tuesday evening as I'm filming this, 7th of November. It's been a little bit since I put anything up on the channel. I've just been busy, really. Haven't had too much time to get out and do anything fun lately. Been able to get out and do a couple hikes here and there, mostly at my local trails, just trying to get my legs back and trying to get my wind back and get back in shape. Really, that's the whole goal. I've really been enjoying hiking again. It's something that I used to enjoy a lot and hadn't done for a while, and it's good to get back to it. So alright, so as you can tell from the title of this video, I got a new knife. I got the Spyderco Stretch 2 in K390, which is really exciting. Without further ado, I guess I can give you some looks at it. This is it. Really, really handsome knife in my opinion. And just an exciting steel, a really exciting steel. So, alright, let's get into this guy. So, I had heard about this knife from a couple of different sources before I picked it up. First one was Pete over at Cedric and Ada Gear and Outdoors. He did a couple of videos. One was on the Stretch 2 in particular, and the other one was on K390. He had some really good things to say about the Stretch 2 and K390, so I've been watching his stuff for a while, and I kind of, I trust his opinion on things. So that was one source. The other source was Metal Complex, and he had some good things to say about the Stretch 2 as well. So yeah, all the videos I could find on YouTube about this thing were just singing its praises, essentially. So I found myself on DLT trading a couple weeks ago, and ended up purchasing this guy. They got it stickered at 147 and some change, I believe, which really is not bad for what you're getting here. It's a hell of a knife, y'all. So there are a few variants of the Stretch 2. This is the straight spine version. Obviously I said in K390 and FRN. So the other variants that I've seen are a bit of a different blade shape, and there's a couple of the different blade steels that the Stretch 2 has come out in, which is not surprising for Spyderco. Price on this guy, like I said, was $147 and some change, just under $200 after priority shipping and everything. 3 days later, had it in my hands, and can't say enough good things about DLT trading. They seem to have their shit together. So okay, this is a full-size knife, guys. This is there's no other way to put it. It's a full-size knife. This is very comparable to the PM2 in size and in ergonomic lines, it's a big boy. It's definitely a full-size knife, like I said. Yeah, ergonomics on this thing are fantastic. Seems to be a pretty common theme in Spyderco's, but we've got this generous forward choil here, this nice thumb ramp on the spine of the blade, some jimping going on, some pretty aggressive jimping, honestly. I like the way Spyderco does their jimping. I really do. This is a Seki City Spyderco. See if I can get this in here for you. Yeah, Seki City Spyderco, and this is my first modern Seki City Spyderco, and I get no complaints as far as fit and finish goes. Blade centering is right on. I'll show you that. There we go. Yeah, blade centering is right on. Cutting bevel looks good on either side. See if I can show you that. There we go. Yeah. Everything seems to be where it's supposed to be. No blade play up, down, left, or right. So it all looks good. Now the factory edge I want to talk about for a second. It was toothier than I expected. I really anticipated it being more of a glassy edge. That's kind of what I'm used to coming from Spyderco. But maybe, perhaps, it is because of the steel type. They wanted a toothier edge on it. Maybe it performs better. I don't know. We're going to find out eventually. When I eventually have to resharpen this thing. So, but yeah, it's a sharp ass knife either way. just a little bit of a toothier edge that I'm used to. So, alright, K390. What is K390? Well, it's a Bowler steel, first of all. Bowler, who makes M390 and N690 and a whole smattering of other blade steels. But this is one of their tool steels. Yeah, a true tool steel, non-stainless, will rust on you, will patina on you. This thing's already started to patina on me. I can show you that here. Well, I can show you right now. There you go. You can see the discoloration going on. Try not to cut myself. Yeah, out toward the tip and everything. I was cutting steak with it a couple days ago, and I cut the steak with it and got done with my steak and wiped the knife off, and I was like, holy crap, that's already, I guess, oxidized is the word I'm looking for. It's already oxidized a bit. So yeah, it's just, I've seen some pictures of this blade steel after a few months or even a few years after use, and it just looks absolutely beautiful. So I am really excited about that particular facet of owning a tool steel. But back to K390. Yeah, tool steel, non-stainless, high edge retention, high toughness. And from the reading I did, if it was correct, this was originally like a manufacturing steel, a steel used in manufacturing, like to stamp out metal parts and stuff like that, where situations where you need high toughness and some edge retention. So yeah, it was originally made for that, and then it kind of trickled its way down to the pocket knife world. Spyderco's been playing with K390 for a little while. They've got a few different models that they've put the K390 on. Delica's the first one that springs to mind outside of the Stretch too. I'm pretty sure the Indela and the Endura have been done in K390 as well. The Enough fixed blade, I think they did in K390, which I'd like to get my hands on one of those eventually. I was a bit hesitant to purchase a non-stainless steel, non-coated non-stainless steel, just because of where I live. I'm really close to the saltwater, and I'm in the Pacific Northwest, which is a very, very wet, damp place. So yeah, it's kind of perfect conditions for something to rust. And what I sort of came down to is I take care of my knives. It's not like I leave this thing out on the workbench outside and just let it sit in, you know, some really humid environment. Now, you know, my knives are kept inside. I wipe them down after I use them. I just tend to take care of my stuff. So I don't think it's going to be a problem. I don't think this thing's going to rust out on me overnight sitting inside this climate controlled house. So I don't know. I was initially more worried about it than I think I needed to be. Really stoked to find out what this edge retention is all about. I've got a ton of cardboard that needs breaking down, so that's going to be a video in and of itself soon. I want to keep the factory edge as it is until it goes dull. That's the goal, that's the plan. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I want to see what this steel can do from the factory. It's got great cutting geometry. It's a full flat ground blade, and it's pretty slicey. It's pretty thin. It's very slicey, but it's pretty thin. Anyways, that's kind of the plan with the edge. Keep it factory until it goes dull, then do my own thing. Probably won't change the geometry of it. Probably won't change the edge angle. Most Spydercos that I've come across, my personal Spydercos, have come from the factory anywhere between 17 and 18 degrees. Seems to be the sweet spot that they put their edge angles at, and yeah, that's kind of what I've experienced so far. So we'll see on this guy. Keep an eye out for the upcoming content that's surely to follow. This is a rad knife. I'm really excited about it. It's essentially a lockback PM2. Super smooth lockback, hell of a lot smoother than my Native 5. I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that this actually runs on washers and my Native 5 does not run on washers. Didn't know that until I took it apart not too long ago. Alright guys, I think that's going to do it for this little video. I hope I got my point across effectively. I'm stoked on this knife so far. My initial impressions are good. I'll keep you up to date on the K390, how it sharpens, how the edge holds up. how the patina forms, all that stuff I'll keep you guys up to date on. If you want to see more content in between these uploads, you can head over to my Instagram, which is Evergreen EDC. It's the same as the channel name. I post there quite a bit. All my knife photography, all my photography in general goes up there. Post stories usually every day or every other day, just kind of in between behind the scenes stuff. And yeah, if you want to check that out, head on over there. I'll leave a link to it in the description below, along with timestamps. So, alright, thanks for watching. Thanks for the continued support of the channel. It means a lot. I will see you guys in the next one. Alright, later.